Weather Authority alert day in effect because we are tracking some chilling winter impacts that are going to be building across parts of the region. We're seeing gusts already in excess of 30 miles per hour, close to 60 for some. We're already starting to see some power outages. We could see some wind damages throughout the day. Winter precipitation is also on the table, and then single-digit wind chill will be building in for nearly everyone by tonight. Wind gusts across the region continuing to gust. We're seeing 36-mile-per-hour winds at this time for Roanoke, but when we dive in a little bit closer, the peak winds are actually in parts of the New River Valley and the Highlands. 39 miles per hour for Hot Springs, 37 for Wytheville, 57 for Independence. If you're familiar with the geography of this region, that is where some of the mountaintops are currently located. Even into Floyd, we're seeing winds around 45 miles per hour. Now, the cold front continues to push off to the east, where these winds are really converging together right along Rocky Mount, Lynchburg, out to Vista, Stewart. That's where the cold front currently is. We see the dipping of the trough or the jet stream right along there, and that's why we're seeing some of those winds really increasing this morning, and really disgusting out there. Wind alerts are going to be in effect until 4 p.m. We do have wind advisories highlighted here in this light brown color, and then a high wind warning in effect for Grayson, which makes sense because we're seeing winds close to that 60-mile-per-hour mark at this time. Winter weather alerts in effect, winter weather advisory in place for Greenbrier, Pocahontas. There's also a blizzard warning in effect for western Pocahontas on the other side of some of the mountains this morning. That's also going to conclude here later in the afternoon. Radar continuing to show some of those rain showers building through parts of Bedford now, getting into Rockbridge County, Botetourt, Craig, moving now along the I-81 corridor into parts of Roanoke. So we'll likely see some light rain showers here, possibly even some snow showers building in as far east as the Roanoke Valley. Speaking of snow totals across the board, we saw maybe a light dusting across parts of Bland, Giles, and Craig counties, even into Allegheny, Pocahontas, and Greenbrier counties. Saw a little bit of snowfall over the past 24 hours, which is more so like the last 6 to 12 hours. In about an hour's worth of time, we'll continue to see that cold front push off. Then once it pushes through, skies remain clear, and we'll see maybe a couple of upper level cirrus clouds all day long. But the temperature setup is going to be out of this world. It is just pumping in really cold Canadian air from up north, and with that in effect, this area of low pressure is going to continue to cycle in that cold air and bring some lake effect snow to parts of the Great Lakes regions like New York, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. The real feel all day long is going to be decreasing and decreasing. It's sort of like going down a set of stairs. That's how our hourly forecast is looking, as we're going to be feeling like 13 degrees by 6 p.m. Parts of the New River Valley feeling like 5 degrees by 6 p.m. Jenna's over there. She's doing the stairs separate thing like this. Okay, you're asking yourself, why is it going to take a little bit longer for the cold air to get into the region, and why are we going to be feeling colder and colder hour by hour throughout the day? Well, it all has to do with the anatomy of a cold front. You see the shape here? This is where we are. This is where the leading edge of the cold front is in Lexington, across Alta Vista, into parts of Stewart, across Patrick County. Then the cold air is right behind. So West Virginia is already feeling really cold, but it just takes a little bit of time for that large air mass to build in overhead. So that's why later this evening, that cold air is certainly going to be felt across all of the mid-Atlantic. Tomorrow's wind speed is going to remain right around 15 miles per hour sustained, gusting close to 25 miles per hour at times. Along the Blue Ridge, we'll see winds close to 40 miles per hour at times as well. What we're tracking over the next couple of days, that cold front eventually pushes off, but a trough stays nearby, bringing in that lake effect snow to parts of the northeast, and then we're going to stay cold. However, once we head into the back half of the weekend, some big time changes are headed our way. Look, mid-50s return, upper 50s by Tuesday as we're tracking our next cold front. But for now, you're going to want to dress really warm for at least the next 24 hours as single-digit values are going to be building in for our wind chill.
Okay, I'm just going to think warm, Sunday warm, Sunday warm.